Over the weekend, this tiff with President Trump seemed to be escalating, with him calling you some things in your campaign, calling him a pathological liar, these dueling Super Bowl ads. Do you think President Trump at this point is scared of the prospect of running against you?
Well, I think there's no question that he is worried about me, because otherwise he wouldn't respond. He'd focus his attentions on other candidates that he would not want to run against. Donald doesn't want to run against me because he knows I know what he's done. I know how to take him on. I've taken him on guns and on coal and on a number of other things, and every time I've beaten him. But I'm not focusing on what Donald Trump's doing. I'm trying to tell the public what I did and what I would do, and not getting into a sort of contest. He's doing this because he can't run on his record. That's his problem.
A lot of the primary voters that we're talking to are feeling rather dismayed at the moment about the way that the impeachment trial is wrapping up, the president facing almost certain acquittal, no witnesses, no evidence. What is your message to Americans who are concerned about a lack of accountability going forward for the president?
Well, it's a disgrace. I don't think there's any question about that, but I think the whole Republican Party is contributing to this. It's not just Donald Trump. He may have pressured them to not impeach him and not to have any more witnesses. But if there's more information that can come out, the first thing everybody should do is get it out. This is America, and we should be able to face the facts, and then you can make your decisions. I made my decision. I don't like impeachment, but I thought there was so much evidence we really had to do it. I said I'm not a senator, but if I was, I would vote to convict, and let's get on with it. It's obvious, it seems obvious, that they're going to let him off the hook without doing anything, and then the public will have its chance on November 3rd.
You've been mostly focusing on President Trump. Some of your competitors, Bernie Sanders, for instance, voted against the Brady bill. Given that you have to get through the primary to be able to take on the president, why not focus some of that on your fellow Democratic rivals?
I'm not running against Bernie Sanders. I'm running against Donald Trump. And they keep thinking about running against me. If that's what they want to do, that's fine. But the issue of guns and a lot of these other things are serious issues for the American public, whether it's education or public health or jobs or student loans, and go right down the list. There's a whole bunch of things, problems in America. That's what we should be focusing on, and they can run their campaigns the way they want to run them.
A lot of folks have been looking at the race and saying, look, if there's a muddled outcome out of Iowa and New Hampshire, the early states, if it's a close competition, there's a real lane and an opportunity for you. But if someone does emerge who's a strong, moderate candidate, if Biden, for instance, wins Iowa and New Hampshire, do you still foresee yourself staying in the race?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm not running against Joe Biden or Bernie Sanders or Elizabeth Warren. I'm running against Donald Trump. And whether they win in one of these states or both of these states or not, it just doesn't influence what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out and give my message to the American people. You can't travel more. I've been to 24 states and 56 cities just in the last 4 or 5 weeks. And I'm going to continue that schedule right up until November 3rd to tell the public what I would do and why they should believe me. And the real answer there is, I've done it before, I can do it again.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.